Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the question, do guys come back after breaking up with you? So you got dumped and you got broken up with, is he going to come back? We're going to get into that right now. If you are wanting an ex to come back to you, or if you're wondering if he can come back to you, I want to let you know that the answer is really up to you. That's right, the answer is not out there, it's not fate, it's not destiny, it's not something that you can't control. It's something that you can control, and that is completely up to you and your actions. In 2012, I was dumped through text message, the worst way that you could be dumped aside from being ghosted. So I was dumped through text message from the father of my son. I was alone. I was living at a friend's house with no money, completely broke. I had no confidence in myself. I felt like I had no identity because my whole identity was about being in the relationship with this guy. And because this guy dumped me and the relationship was over, I was having an identity crisis. And I didn't know who I was anymore because the thing that defined me, my relationship, was gone. So I was completely rock bottom. That was literally the rock bottom of my life. I felt, I can't explain it. It's kind of like you feel like you fell, like you're falling and you can't control it because you can't control where you're going to fall and there's just nothing you can do. But once you do hit bottom, you feel like you're at the worst point in your life you could ever be at. That's when things start to happen. That's when magical things started to happen for me. And being dumped in such an insulting and embarrassing way was actually the becoming of myself. It is actually the turning point of how I became who I am today. So even though it was probably one of the most painful things that I've ever experienced in my life, looking back on it today in retrospect, I see it as one of the greatest turning points in my life and one of the most defining things that could have ever happened to me. So I'm just telling you this so that you understand where I'm coming from and that I understand how you feel completely. If this is how you're feeling, if you feel like you have no identity and you feel like, the only thing that you want in life is to be in a relationship and be loved and find love and enjoy your days with someone, I want to say that whether or not your ex comes back to you depends on you. The reason why people want to be in relationships with people is because they see value in that person. They see value in having a relationship with the person. So if the person dumped you, it means that there just wasn't enough value. And so how are you going to change that perception? You have to change yourself. You have to start with yourself, and you have to turn yourself and transform yourself into a high quality person. You have to work on yourself in order to attract your ex back to you, or even just attract someone better. It doesn't necessarily have to be that one particular person. And I'm telling you this from experience because that is what I did with myself. And that's because I worked on myself and I worked on different aspects of myself to make myself a high value person and to make myself out of their league. You can work on yourself so much that you're completely out of your ex's league. And even if they do come crawling back, you won't want them anymore. And that happened to me. That totally happened to me. And let me tell you, it's an amazing, liberating feeling. And what's even more liberating and amazing about it is that you can work on yourself so much that you would be happy being by yourself over being with your ex. You would prefer to actually be single over being with your ex again, or over being with someone that you consider a low quality person. Because when you change yourself and you become a high quality person, you're not going to want to be with people who you think or perceive as being low value. Because you're going to see that they're going to take away from your life and they're going to make the quality of your life worse. So if you can get to that point, this is going to be a non-issue for you. You're going to be laughing thinking about this issue that you are thinking about now. And I'm just telling you this from a future perspective. So what are some things that you can start working on in order to make yourself a high quality person? Well, maybe you don't feel like you're in the best shape. Well, you can totally change that. It's 100% in your control. You can start a workout regime. You can start eating healthier, eating better, nourishing your body, nourishing yourself, living a healthier lifestyle, and that is going to reflect out onto people. They're going to see, oh, this person actually works out, takes care of themselves, they're in shape, and there is value in that. That's very high value because you are at peak health, okay? And at a subconscious level for men, that's like, you're really good for reproducing children. They're not actually thinking that, but that's like the subconscious thing that's going on when men are attracted to you. Working on your health, your appearance, feeling good about yourself. And that doesn't just mean go to the spa, get a facial, go get your nails done, get your hair, and you're just a new you. No, I'm talking about like actually day-to-day changes in your lifestyle where you're repeatedly saying, I love myself by eating this healthy food today and not this junky cheesies. Okay, or I love myself by not watching Netflix on the couch for 2 hours and instead working on my home workout DVD or going to the gym, doing cardio, lifting weights, whatever that you enjoy for physical activity. Join a volleyball club, join badminton. It doesn't have to be go to the gym by yourself. Whatever that you consider fun and is physical, start doing it because you will feel better about yourself. What are other things that you can work on? You can work on your mind. You can work on being smarter. I'm going to tell you guys a story. When I was 19 years old, I dated a guy who's 29. I don't know if it was actually dating. I think I was just banging him, to be honest. He intimidated me so much because he was so smart, and I didn't feel good enough to be with him. I actually felt really self-conscious around him because I didn't know as much as him. I wasn't as well-spoken as him. You can change that. You can read books. You can learn. You can practice speaking, practice being more charismatic, practice expressing your ideas. Any kind of skill that you want, even charisma, even like charming people, that's a skill that you can practice. It's not something that's natural, built in. Granted, there are kids that are better at it than others, but it doesn't mean you can't learn those skills and be just as good, if not better, at the people who are naturally charismatic. And I'm telling you that from my personal experience. You would not believe how bad of a speaker I used to be. Watch my old videos. Watch them. You'll see how awkward and weird I was. And it was even worse off camera. It was worse. You can improve those things about yourself. Improve your charm. Improve your charisma. Improve your intelligence. All you have to do is learn, is commit to learning, to bettering yourself, reading books, watching podcasts, listening to audiobooks, watching YouTube channels, educational YouTube channels that are going to teach you things. Investing in your mind, your focus, your knowledge base, everything, all of that will add up and it will shine out onto others. People will know that you are smart. You don't have to tell them you're smart. They'll just know you are, because when you do learn those things and accumulate the knowledge and integrate it all into your being, people will pick up on that right away. It all just emulates. It all just becomes a part of your overall energy that you are projecting out into the world. Maybe you have an amazing career. You can work on your career. You can work on achieving your goals, achieving your dreams, rising up on the corporate ladder if that's your goal, or becoming a business owner, self-employed, financially free, whatever it is. You can work on that aspect of yourself. It doesn't necessarily matter what you choose. What matters is if you're going to follow through on what you choose. That's what matters. So don't say, oh, it has to be this or it has to be that. Let me tell you something. If you just pick one thing and focus on that one thing, more than likely, all the other aspects will fall into place as well, because you'll focus on the one thing and it will raise your confidence and raise the bar, the expectations of who you can be as a person. And then it will trickle over into all the other aspects of your life. And you'll say, well, if I'm really smart enough, I'm learning all these things and working on my mind, you'll naturally want to work on your body. You'll naturally want to be healthy because you'll learn the things about health and about well-being that you'll want to apply in your life. So all of it will all connect and it will raise your overall energy and who you are as a person. And maybe you just want to work on your confidence, building your self-esteem. You want to work on saying no to the people who treat you like shit. And let me tell you something. I was the type of person that people walked all over because I didn't know how to stand up for myself. I didn't know how to say no. I didn't know how to not give a shit about what people thought about me. And it was really stifling and it didn't help my self-esteem at all. It actually hindered me in life. It caused me a lot of problems. But once I started working on all these different things in my life and raising my confidence and feeling like I was a high quality person, I no longer allowed people to walk all over me, treat me like shit, take advantage of me, because I naturally knew that I was better than that. I was better than that. I was better. That these people could not treat me like that anymore because I was a high quality person. And that is what will happen to you if all you have to do is focus on yourself. And I know this might not seem to have anything to do with your ex or your relationship, but it will. Because once you become this amazing person that you are meant to be, that is the real you, your ex will fucking come crawling back to you and you won't even want them anymore. You won't even want them or want anything to do with them anymore because you will have moved on to bigger and better things and you will be looking for better quality men in your life. I just want you to know that you are so much more than the relationship that just ended in your life. You can create so much more for yourself and so much confidence and so much happiness and fulfillment, and you can find the love that you actually deserve. All you have to do is look at yourself first. Look within first. If you enjoy advice videos like this, relationship videos like this, relationship advice, self-esteem, how to make yourself a better person, raise your overall energy, subscribe to my channel. I make all kinds of videos about this type of stuff. I also do book summaries to help you invest in your mind and your knowledge base. If you're interested in any of that, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.